Last night out here, 1 in the morning, a bunch of brothers from Leicester, renting a van from Leicester, came and full up of stuff.
As you might well have seen, people from across the country have been donating everything from food to clothing for people affected by the Grenfell Tower fire. They include Naeem Brisco from Leicester, who runs an IT company. He put out an appeal on social media yesterday, and just hours later, as these pictures show, he was donating a van full of supplies to a collection centre in London.
I couldn't just sit back and, ignore it. I had to go out and help. And I think a lot of people in the country did that, and it was a good thing to do. Leicester is a charitable place, and we had support from all over. We had different people from all types of backgrounds, everyone united on one common ground, and it was an unbelievable support we had.
Well, as you might have seen, people from across the country have been donating everything from food to clothing for those affected by the Grenfell Tower fire. They include a Leicester businessman who organised an appeal on social media within hours of the disaster and drove through the night to pass aid on to those who have nothing. Amy Harris went to meet him.
We've got a chain here, we've got a big chain here.
24 hours after the Grenfell Tower fire began, donations from Leicester arrive in London. Strangers form a human chain to move these basic necessities for those left without a home into storage. They were collected and dropped off by local businessman Naeem Brisco. After a few hours of sleep, he's back in the office, reflecting on a night he won't forget.
So many people misplaced. I remember seeing women crying, hugging each other, young kids crying, hugging each other. I recall seeing a young kid at the age of probably 7 years old crying. I gave him a hug and I said, "Look, I feel for you, we're here to support you, you've come from Leicester," and he hugged me really tight.
And this is the social media video that prompted people to act.
We've decided to load a van up of aid.
As news of the fire spread, Naeem uploaded this appeal on Facebook, calling out for donations. Within hours, his van was full and he was on his way to London.
I couldn't just sit back and, ignore it. I had to go out and help. Leicester is a charitable place, as you all know. Everyone united on one common ground, and it was an unbelievable support we had.
Community solidarity is too evident here at this growing wall of remembrance close to the site of the fire. With his donations dropped off last night, Naeem added to it. In a message from one city to another, he wrote "Peace and love from Leicester." Amy Harris, BBC East Midlands Today, Leicester.